well chasse and old Shintilly, to find you fixed upon the wall where I made your life a misery. You tore down the portrait of that little girl lost and made her that terrible enfant. You took her from Elysian fields and you built a debutante. And more you like. Sword fighting words with you all night is like making love in black and white. I'll shut my heart like this.
Called me daughter, called me saint, but I was something feral, a wound that refused to close. Lipsticks on severed lips. Truth sits behind me, waiting on you to pull its string like a puppet, and only utilizing it when it benefits you. I hold nostalgia like teeth in a velvet bag. I make predictions in the grounds of a coffee cup. Truth tries to crawl in the book of my mind, but won't win my call. So I get distracted again by false prophecies and melodies moving through a mass grave. Carry your truth in between your hips. Lie awake, cutting the shadows. Work on thy name if you overdoubt yourself. Truth will answer, it is feral, and renounce it, behold it. Continue to live your truth so that the cults won't keep you in a skull at home. This next one. I made a covenant with hunger, not the petty kind, where fasting of saints with stained glass cheekbones. I mean the wolf type of uncertainty, the hedge witch, bone broth, howling at the moon appetite that says, if I must be devoured, I will become. You know what resurrection feels like when you don't have permission. It feels like smiling in a funeral. Write about things they ban in books. Write about love. Write about salvation and damnation. Write about purity, purgatory, and sin. Berries knocking a welcome. Write about what makes you coil, raged, and bohemian. Write about your lust for life. Write about spring. Because says the night, I see her shadows. You keep beaming out so bright. You're so blind to the sight. A fright doth comes to only wanderers of the night. The night became her, and she became the night. Nobody was ever there for her, like the arms of the night.
Yes, I was born silent and blue, traits that persisted. When you have an itch, scratch it. I don't know where the blood comes from. If you want to live, tend to yourself. If you don't want to live, tend to yourself. I plaster my body with lotion and lie on a mat of needles, the soothing allure of summer day on a clear day, chasing troubles away. It must be the Victoria line. Step inside. What do you find? Your makeup melts, your perfected hair flattens, your skeleton metamorphoses into wax. At unholy speed, Vicky gets you from A to Z, Parks, Finsbury to Green, spanning zones like relay races, screaming in her satanic rampage. Wheels rotating fire on the blackened tracks, sparking in terror, coals of hell. Hell, it's underground, after all, crammed with unlucky souls, eyes down, evading their sentence. Repugnant. We are now approaching. It's Charon, the conductor, speeding ahead, blasphemous and nonchalant, a superficial calm, as you pass, forsaken, neath the river Styx. Grinding halt, like the cure, and indeed, as you press your rubber sole against the platform, determined, affirmative, leaping the gap of lava, veins, the blood I could spill with a single syllable. The tales I could tell of Orwellian nights, of candlelight and taking flight. The scenes I could spin, Ariadne-like, of perceived misgivings. He feared the lair of my unpenetrated depths, that which cannot be scoped. The conjured-up lioness living there, chomping at the bit, hankering after his reputation.
Working, if it's not hurting, my delights have violent ends, and then it's over before it began. A new enemy I need first befriend. I'm on the cusp of my next ex, in a mutually assured destruction. This Cold War, make your first move, cause I won't follow no instruction. Each move I know is futile, kiss and chasing for the thrill, because I'll bet that Cupid's bow and arrow is set on shoot to kill. I want your armistice and your airstrike. Tell me, which finger do I wear the boxing ring when your love is a projectile? Which way you point that thing? Thank you. Babe, I can't deal with Instagram reels or Black Friday deals or microplastics in all of my meals. I want to go back 200 years. I want to plough the fields. Babe, I want to be a Luddite. Baby, I don't want to reply to a text or live with regrets or be watching the telly and wonder what's next, and I don't want to be left on red. I want to live in an era where they cut off your head. I want to snuggle deep into my bubonic bed. Babe, I want to be a Luddite. Baby, I wish that hinge was just a part of a door, and when I'm banging nails into my hardwood floor, I'm needing less but wanting more. And I'll be honest with you, babe, I'm not feeling great. I want to slip back into my primordial state. I don't want to worry about my diet or my weight. I want to eat my dinner off a tectonic plate. Babe, I want to be a Luddite. And I don't want to pay $1,000 for a room. I don't want to stream the biggest new...
And obscure. The door would get smaller, the sadder she was feeling. Sometimes she was so sad, it would move to the ceiling. I was born with a lump in my throat on the moon and landed on it. And somehow I'm sat beside you, two worlds collide, talking all night of reality. As it
Thank you. Her book is called Artichoke Heart, and you can buy it later. Yes.
I'm his youngest. So yeah. So this is Daddy. It's a dedication, really. Daddy, I see you in sunsets and rainbows and everything that ever makes me smile or everything that makes me teary-eyed. I still don't know how to feel. Daddy, I'm writing to you all the time, and though I know you can't read a single... Nothing hurts quite like you do, right? Yearn, ache, bleed your tears and cry your blood. My,
Aren't you whimsical? Scatterbrained, ever untimely, while you were beside me, I felt unseen. All would bask in the beam of your smile all the while, dimmer and distant, forgetful and small, away with the fairies, barely there at all. Still I was shining, just out of sight, for you may have been the sun, but I was the whole night sky, and I thought myself the moon, my only down. And one day I'll have smile lines to frame these luscious lips. They'll remind me just how much I've smiled in the time between each kiss. And one day I'll have dark circles.
To me, she found out the soap I use is imperial leather.
Day I sat and I waited, clicking bones and clacking heels and clinking glasses and hands and tremors and lack of sleep and swollen feet. Open vowels and closed consonants, A's and merry E's and merry C's and long syllables, sk and sh and sh that can be cherry or kerosene. A language of soup, a language I don't speak. Cyrillic sharp, shelves stocked with serpentine lines, whys and what ifs. But no articles, she explained one day, brandishing her spoon, tying back what was left of her hair. Don't words feel lonely without articles?
Which is the closest I think I've ever gotten to writing a love poem, and it's about my laptop, so whatever that means. Heat death. Her screen illuminates the proof that I am living, that I am nothing like her. Hot breath, heat death, tangible in her glow, she's making it all so real, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. An electrical fire, boiling water, turning to steam, turning a turbine, turning a motor, turning me on and off again, moving me to hunch over and press against keys, a trackpad to my lips, resting charging cable, animal tail wrapped around my hips. The fan starts to pick up speed, panicking, heavy breathing, hungry for air, to step out and cool down, for something to diffuse this tension between us. Coolant running through plastic veins, an emergency injection, a needle to the solar plexus, God's solar panel. She is smothered under the weight of me, and I'm aware I'm asking too much of her body, the frame, her design, but this is addictive. Biting on bed sheets, clawing at her to keep the light on. She's just too good. I used to wish I could be as beautiful as this, pristine and smooth, clean in ways that this sorry flesh could never be. Not when it wrinkles and sweats and spoils. Not when self-digestion set.
This is Tyler Lane. This is
Can I pay now? Or you pay on this? No worries. Yeah, of course I do.
Did you find anything? It's print to order, so she's going to Here we are at Waterstones. And I've just ordered her book. Sam Beer Bookshop.
I would have definitely liked to have left. I feel like they were good films.
my Australian maps. Like,
I love it. I should actually change mine to that. It's so cute.
everyone loves
Love the
Australian
accent.
accents.
Yeah, everyone loves it.
Looks like what? It's so shitty. I gotta BTS. Oh yeah, I'll keep that out of frame. You don't see that. Air conditioning. I know you didn't see it.
This is so exciting. This is, oh my gosh, also preface, my voice is really sexy right now because I'm in recovery, and recovering is really sexy! I'm Alexander, this is Scarlett, and we run A Woman Becomes a Wolf. This is the 8th part, which is really wonderful, especially when it's in the summertime. A Woman Becomes a Wolf was started by Scarlett about 2 years ago. It was a space created primarily for women, which then evolved into all underrepresented voices, to come and try things out, to perform. We welcome dancers, poets, musicians, sort of anybody that kind of wants to express something. The freaks and the geeks and the weirdos tend to come to A Woman Becomes a Wolf, which is really fun because they're the coolest people. Scarlett and I started living together. We live in a flat, a 2-bedroom flat, something that we are continuously going to do. We're kind of bored of Cambridge and Oxford and all of those folks. I think there's more important things to be said in the street. Just for how the event is going to go, there's Act 1 and Act 2, and then an epilogue. Act 1 is about an hour, Act 2 is about 40 minutes, and then Act 3, the epilogue, will be Scarlett's band Antigone, which is fucking amazing. Like, absolutely fucking.
To be honest, my friend Asena, wherever she is, said, you need to use that for something. I was like, oh shit, maybe I should do something with that. And yeah, we raise money. We give about 20% after we pay all our overheads. As you can imagine, there's a lot of film and photography and people to pay. We give 20% to Refuge Charity, which they...
Sounding convulsed low pitches in the form of...
There's a thing with feathers. As I read of them, I notice indeed that I've developed a keen interest in all things pertaining to ornithology, taxonomy and systematics, behavior, ecology. And as I read of them, I watch them through my trusted
everyone in Act 1 to come and help pack down the stage, ready for Act 2. Thank you.
This bird flew right into my face, and the worst thing is I was blindfolded because that's what my husband wanted to try, and so yeah, I was like walking along the street being guided by him, and BAM! This bird flew.
Thank you.
Says this is your choice to exercise.
Got like a QR code on the back. It's got 2 songs on it. Recorded at next studio.
Of never seeing you past and imagining, and even then, I hope that's a lie.
I constantly wish for, except these things are must marry first. So my great-grandmother married the love of her younger sister's life. Or my great-grandmother was married off to the love of her younger sister's life.
Have you ever been to a country fair? There's all sorts of strange wonders there. There's cows and there's goats of all shapes and sizes.
I didn't need any brightening. Some say it's because of how she was painted. Brushstrokes around her hips, thighs, shoulders. So sweet, so soft, so careful, so light. So unexpected when lightning greets her large boulders. Some say
more. It will not fit otherwise. How else can I condense you into this little folded paper? Tuck you into an envelope? You explode out of me, words crawling off paper and across the table, trickling down to the floor. Gather them in a basket, piece them back together. I will lay before me time, sort through the hours we have spent together, every smile and touch of hands, that time you...
These feathers have forgotten flat. This pen was borrowed in my hand. No poetry bloomed in the desert of my heart, but still, the sun does not care for yesterday. Still it must rise. I said
eyes while we're stargazing, and it's amazing. It's ironic that we're focused on these constellations when we have the sparks in our own conversations. We watch as a comet flies by and you're fixated on its destination. Whilst it goes by, you make sure you squeeze close.
I love